You thought the deal was done, but now your realtor has delivered some bad news. The sale of your home has collapsed, and you have to start all over again. What to do when a buyer backs out of your real estate transaction. But first, let's look at why this happens. There are a few common reasons. The buyer can't get financing. Even though they may have pre-qualified for a mortgage, they may not get actual approval as it depends on what the mortgage rates are when they buy. Their current home is still for sale. Even in a hot real estate market, it's a gamble when or if a home will sell. Buyers trading up to a new home may be under contract to sell their current residence in order to afford a new purchase. They bought a car. Buyers forget that their pre-approved mortgage amount was based on their previous debts. Major purchases, like a new vehicle or investing in that gold mine of a coffee shop their brother-in-law is opening, can be enough to tip the scales against them. Their offer is too rich. Home lenders can decline a mortgage if the home appraisal is lower than what the buyers offered. A lender will only finance what they can optimistically recover after foreclosure expenses if the buyer defaults. Whatever the reason, realtors typically advise against pursuing a reluctant buyer. Why? Because a buyer who's on the fence may be unreliable. Family and friends can be influential in talking a buyer out of a real estate deal. Sudden job insecurity could be the last straw. Buyer's remorse is a very powerful thing. Proving an excuse is invalid will take time and money away from you relisting your home for a new sale. So what can you do? You could either forfeit the buyer's deposit or take legal action. Let's chat about that deposit. A buyer who backs out can hurt you badly, especially if you're counting on the cash from your sale to buy a new home yourself. It could be out of luck. You could even be forced to forfeit that deposit on your own offer and pay that seller legal fees, mortgage holding costs, and other damages. So, is it worth pursuing your buyer to keep their deposit? Talk to your realtor or real estate lawyer about your options. The buyer may be willing to meet you halfway. If the deposit is less than the damages made, you could have grounds for legal action. So say you missed out on a hot real estate market. Real estate upswings come and go, and while you are waiting for a real estate transaction to close, events may have conspired against you. You may be able to relist and recover your losses by selling your home for more than the first buyer offered. But on the other hand, with house prices and sales dipping, you could take a bit of a loss. So let's say the buyer offered you $375,000 for your condo and then walked away. A sudden recession meant that you were only able to get $325,000 from the next buyer. Although you tried to stem your losses by immediately relisting, you could still be out $50,000. Suing the first buyer for the difference may help right that wrong. At Axess Law, our real estate lawyers can help you decide if your damages are sufficient to take the buyer to court. Threatening to sue can seem appealing. We advise getting legal advice. You'll need a rock-solid case before the benefits of suing outweigh the cost. If you need help, remember, we're always a click away at axsesslaw.com.